All right, folks. So actually, I'm going to go ahead to do some of these pre-questions. All right. I'm just going to go through this list. I'm going to answer everything here, and when I'm done, I'm going to open up the floor again. Okay. So the first question is, what is the frequency of capital ships? So capital ships now show up on only 2 of the 7 maps, and they have a reduced spawn rate, as if you guys haven't noticed. The frequency, however, will be subject to change. I know I've gotten a lot of questions about the ETA on armored rig storage and crates. So for those who are not aware, armored rigs cannot be stored in backpacks or otherwise. Reason being is that there was a bug with the storage in the crate you know how there's pockets in those ones, right? It would bug out your like whole inventory. So it got turned off for now. It's a little bit on the low priority side to fix and get back in because there's some bigger stuff that's happening. However, it is intended to be in the game. Next question. Marauders on console or Game Pass? So, regarding consoles, there is no current plans for that, okay? If the game survives and does well, it's been talked about, all right? Do not expect that anytime soon. Game Pass, on the other hand, that one I can give you some information on. It has been delayed for the foreseeable future. There were some choices that had to be made, and they were made. As for why can't we pick our maps, I already answered this once before. In general, so it's an intended feature for now. The time in maps is considerably shorter in other games. So you can kind of go in, get some stuff, reset, get out, or you can just reset and go in. And it helps a ton with the matchmaking time. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I mean, for Mr. Dank Hill, he keeps crashing. But for everyone else who's enjoying the game, it you get fast match times. As for the future, it is too early to tell whether that will be a thing. So, and then I know there's been a lot of questions about when the next big update is. It is way too early to tell, guys. All right. I would like hopefully sooner than later, but it's too early to tell right now. There's been a lot of questions about wipes. So this one it's on you guys. That's what the prestige system is for. You wipe yourself. There's actually another question I'm going to tie into this. Wiping is supposed to wipe everything. Right now it is a little bugged. We've noticed that, and we're going to be fixing that up. But wiping in the future will be completely on you and the players. And there's going to be a lot more incentives added into that as well. That's going to be a heavy system. There will, however, be wipes as of right now, there'll be wipes for major updates during early access. All right. Let's see. Next question is any future incentives to not using the rust bucket? Yes. Ships will be expanded upon heavily in the future. The rust bucket is not supposed to be your main ship. It's supposed to be your, hey, I'm down on my luck. This is my ticket to survival. That's what that's supposed to be. There was some questions about insurance in the game for gear. No, it will not be happening. We're right now we get free ship, a free gear, stuff like that. That's going to be the replacement. Plans to skip, swap, switch daily quests. All the quest lines in the dailies will be very subject to change, folks. All right, it's they're being looked at pretty closely. And yes, we are very happy with the TTK in the game currently. It might be a controversial statement, but yes, we are very happy with it. The next question is, any plans to adjust armor or weapons damage? These things are being very closely monitored. We're looking at stats a lot, kind of what's being used, what isn't being used. It is very subject to change. I'm saying that one a lot too. Will members of my crew be able to access my ship stash when we load into a raid? That is already in the game. If they cannot, they are bugged. This one is a very big question. How are we dealing with cheaters? Guys, I'm not going to be giving you specifics because I don't know who's listening, all right? But at the moment, we are being active. I don't know if you've seen it, but we're taking a lot of reports, we're passing them up, and they're getting handled. I know you've all seen the leaderboards, but you also need to see, like, if you watch them, they're being taken down all the time. And there's gonna be more implementations in game that will reduce the amount and hopefully make it a lot harder for them. One question. Next question is, how many people are working on Marauders? There's a basic, like the big three. Those guys are the ones that dreamt this thing up. As for the entire team, it's kind of fluid right now. Why are there not more hot fixes or important things like loot disappearing? We are working on a large hotfix to be released as soon as possible. More details will be coming for that in the near future. Another question was, when is the update? Next update, we already got that one. Can we have a weekly devlog? Ooh, I like that one. We are actually working on that, so it'll be more like a monthly thing that we just hand out and just hit a lot of stuff. And it's probably gonna be our first one is probably gonna be in the next 2 weeks or so. It'll be released on Discord and on Steam. And last one, will there be more armor and weapon stats in the future? Yes. Yes, there will be. As for stats on those, no clue. None. They don't even exist yet. But listen, we have from the World War I period to the 1990s. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. All right, so we're going to take it back to the floor. Thank you for sticking around and listening to my rambling voice. Really appreciate it. Lord Darkskin, how can I help you? What is your question?
Hey man, thanks. Um, my main question was really just about PvP maps. I don't know if it's a glitch or like a little bug, but there's some occasions where that'll jump in.
I know what you're talking about. There's no if there's no big major raid, it's just like a small raid, or if anything.
Yeah, and there's times where I don't even see anything, or maybe it's just I'm blind, but there's like no mapper, and I'll just see sometimes other people roaming around or just instant.
So
And I wouldn't mind.
that is intended.
Okay, cool.
That is intended. So it's basically it is our PvP map. It's very rare. I've only gotten it twice, but it is intended in.
That's great. Okay, so that's where the heavy ship and everything comes in. So
Oh
that
yeah,
that
like
okay.
that's where if you have the good ships, you're gonna own. You're gonna own.
Okay, cool, cool. That was my only question. You just answered the last one. Said about the weapon. What time zone are you gonna keep World War One and up to
All over the place, brother.
1990? Cool. All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, boss. I really appreciate the questions. You have a good one.
Bye.
Oh dear God. What's up, Cypress? How can I help you? What's your question?
Bro, are you gonna fix the late game guns? Like the Crossa and the K1? They're just not worth it.
What's your question here, Cypress? Are you coming in to
Are
complain?
you,
Or
are
are you
you gonna
coming in to question?
rebalance the in-game guns? I asked a question.
I know you did. And the answer to that is they're all subject to change, man. They're all subject to change. I answered that before. It's gonna happen, man. They're like I said, we're closely watching all the stats and everything. And as the damages, they're doing pretty good right now. Do you have any more questions?
No, that was it.
All right, boss. Much appreciated. You have a good one. All right. All these tags, man. I can't even see the names. Who is this? What's up, Corsaw? How you doing?
But I have two questions. First of all, I just finished the top brass quest, so this isn't like trying to make it better or anything. I'm just, is there any plans for rework it? Like maybe change the majors to spawn every time, not some of the time?
I'm just gonna refer back to that other answer. Like, yeah, the quest lines and dailies are being like with the same thing with the weapons and the stats and stuff. We're really watching them, and we've gotten a lot of feedback on it. So they are subject to change.
Yeah, I mean, I just finished it, so that's not coming from a place of complaint or anything like that.
No, no, I understand it, man. I've done that quest line about 5 times now, so I
And
understand.
when you guys do hot fixes, you plan on just putting out like a post of what you all changed, or
Actually, should be. Let me see if I can get some confirmation for you. Real quick on that. Just gonna make sure. Any other questions in the meantime, boss?
No, that's
Hey,
it. That's
sorry.
all I got.
Oh wait,
Sorry, what was that? What was that question? Sorry.
this is the man to talk to regarding that stuff. Gorsa, what was your question about the hotfix notes?
Just if you do hot fixes, do you plan on logging them and putting them up on the Discord or anything like that, or tweeting them out?
Absolutely. So there's going to be two different types of, or two different like kind of primary posts in terms of things like hot fixes and like big updates and kind of like, then also then monthly like dev blogs and so on. We plan on having a monthly dev blog, which will talk about a whole bunch of stuff. It'll talk about the changes that we've implemented in the game. It'll go kind of into detail in those. It'll also talk then about things that we have planned for the future. It'll also then kind of have like community features and all sorts of stuff. It'll be a really fun, like big kind of girthy document, right? That'll be something that we're hoping to do monthly. Or kind of it might not be like monthly on the day kind of thing. It might be like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever works for us, or whatever we need to kind of release. When it comes to
Sounds good.
hot fixes and actual like kind of changes that we need to kind of like throw in, like so say we release an update and then there's an issue with that. Maybe a gun's doing more damage than it should be, and we need to then like bring that back in line. Absolutely. Anytime that we make changes like that that require an update inside of Steam and so on, we will send out hot fixes. Some of the stuff that we've been doing in the game at the moment have not required server updates or client updates, or sorry, so they haven't required like client updates, which would force you guys to update inside of Steam. So those things we tend to not like put out big updates on those, simply because they're just kind of back end things that'll happen kind of on a daily basis in certain circumstances. So I hope that answers your question.
It did. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool. And Matt, I'll be listening in, so I'll jump in if you need me at all.
Thank you, Mr. Siege.
Thanks, guys.
Folks, real quick, I'm really sorry for my voice. I did go to the gym before this, and I really appreciate all the concern in Q&A questions. All right, next person, Mr. Harry. I'm just gonna bring you in, man. How you doing, boss?
Doing well. How are you doing? Yeah, my name is hard to pronounce. Um, so I have one good question and two questions that are kind of shaky. Um, so as someone who does like air combat with the ships and everything, which I find it's really good, it sometimes gets really frustrating when you're aiming at a specific ship and then they just decide to leave because the extract gate is instantly open, and or as soon as I get into a raid, I just see people leaving instantly. Is there any way to maybe close the gate for the first 5 minutes of the map or some sort of like that, just so we can prevent for people escaping instantly?
So that I'm not gonna do any personal thoughts on that one. As of right now, there is nothing intended to change that. Stuff has been talked about, but it will like the gates remaining open will be a part of the game until further
So it's
notice.
so it's basically gonna stay open as it is.
As of right now, yes.
All right. Um, just before I ask the other two questions, because I do have some others, but I also want others to speak. Do you guys plan to keep the guns as realistic as possible, or you plan to play around with them?
In what aspect?
So let's say, for example, I'm not gonna be like over the board, but let's say, for example, would you be down to maybe add attachments to the guns that weren't like World War II or World War One era appropriate, like let's say
Oh.
irons, like I don't know, like red dots or something like that.
So, iron sights are going to remain a focus for
Yep.
the weapons. In regards to other attachments, it is a little bit of a diesel punk themed game. I know mention has been made, which is why we're doing nail guns. That's one of the reasons why we're bringing that in. We're gonna do some custom weapons, focus more on like all the weapons coming in. Um, and I would say as far as that goes, there's gonna be a lot put in regarding that stuff. Um, but honestly, man, it's gonna be more of a wait and see type thing.
Yeah. Does that include also maybe ability to be able to paint guns?
paint guns.
Yeah, it's just a
Like,
dumb idea I had in my head.
no,
Like,
it's not a dumb idea at all, dude. I would love to customize a weapon.
yeah,
Um,
like because I originally I was gonna ask if you guys are gonna do like something similar like CS:GO with cases and stuff, but I realized that's just too much. So maybe if there's like some sort of editor where people can, let's say, trade in materials for specific like colors and then make something,
Hmm.
that sort of
Her,
area.
Harry, actually, you do me a favor. Could you do the suggestions tab and tag me? Just like write down stuff you think in regards to the painting of guns. Remember, any skins that happen have to be within the aesthetic of the game itself.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, no,
but
I don't mean as in create workshop guns. I mean people can paint their own guns in that sort of way.
I don't know,
But then
man.
that would,
That one I don't
I'll
know.
just put it. I'll just put it in a suggestion. What I think
Please
because
do,
this is
brother.
just like, yeah. And then also one more before I go off. Well, not off. I have more questions, but I'm gonna let others speak. I'll raise my hand again probably. But what do you guys, uh, if let's say for example there's some guns you guys want to release and stuff like that, would you guys ever be open to an idea to, let's say for example, if you add 3 guns per patch? I'm just rambling nonsense. If you were to add 3 guns a patch, would you guys be open to have a community vote on which guns to add?
Okay, Harry, that one I really do need you to tag me in because that's actually a really good suggestion. All right, so
Yeah.
put that in. Ooh, Siege came in. All right, I'm gonna let
That's a-
Siege. I'm gonna let
Just
Siege
want to
go
say
in.
that's a really cool idea, and we've got
Yeah,
it recorded. You don't need to tell
I
him about
really
it.
like that. All right, thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yep. I will raise
Thank
my
you.
hand if I have another question. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it, boss.
Appreciate
Folks, I will say I'm not coming at you here. All right, I want you to know that. Try to keep it to 2 questions for now. I got a lot of time to do this. Well, until someone cuts me off, but I'll be here for a bit. So if you try to keep it to 2 questions, and I'll try to nail those out, and then if you have more, hop on in. Wagner, brother, how you doing, man? How can I answer your question?
Bruh, Met, there's no way you finished top brass 5 times. But
You got-
also,
You gotta remember how long I've been working on this stuff,
bro,
man.
that's a new mission.
Hey,
Anyways,
is it though? All right,
questions.
continue on. Carry on. Go ahead.
Cosmetics, right?
Yes.
I enjoy knowing that I'm dripped out in at the moment in commando stuff,
Mhm.
and I enjoyed even though a lot of people don't like it, I enjoyed the grind of 125 commandos. Is there plans for more like exclusive cosmetics to show off that are not just tied to playing more of a game, which is by which I mean prestiging, but doing like a certain task,
In
certain
the
act?
aspect of cosmetics, yes, there is more cosmetics planned.
Awesome.
I
The
can't
other
get detailed, but there is. Go ahead.
Awesome, because I like after you get to a certain point in the game, stuff like that is what what keeps you going, what's fun. The other thing is how I was playing with a friend and we were on Asteroid, and we found a medical crate, so out in the open, not in any container, so it's like a world loot. How exactly does this world loot specifically work for players, like for instancing? Because we were screen sharing, and on his screen I saw the box on the floor, but in the same spot on my screen in the same game, that box didn't exist.
That one might have been a bug.
He was actually able to pick it up, and when he dropped it, then I saw it.
Yeah, that was a bug.
Okay.
That was a bug.
That was fast. Let's do another one. This is from the aspect of a lot of people go broke. They don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of gear. So there's the option of Luger runs, and I think that's a neat thing. It doesn't give you too much, but it always gives you a way out to come back into the game again. But I want to talk about this from the other side, from the other perspective. Like, it's not very fun when you get into a raid and you kill like 4 or 5 people and all of them are naked with Lugers. So I feel like maybe it's giving people too much, because when everybody's just doing that, you go in for the kills and there's no loot except the loot on the station. Is there like any further plans to consider how much a player gets for free, or how much is accessible as an escape route, as a safety line.
I'll be honest, Wagner, that one has been something that's been talked about. It is that. God, I wish I could. I wish I didn't have to keep telling you guys this. All right, I wish I had better information for you. But give me like a few months and I'll actually have something. But
Yeah, I know in what position.
that one it's too early to tell. All right, it is under review. It is subject to change. But I would say as of right now, for the near future, it's probably gonna stay the same. Again, late game.
Yeah.
We're still
Yeah,
looking for
especially
that to
like
hit.
the last few days, I've noticed a huge amount of like just people running Lugers, and when the fun part of the game for you is like PvP and getting into gunfights and adrenaline's pumping, and then you get into a raid and you kill a couple of people and you realize like, oh, those were players. He was pelleting me with a Luger and I didn't notice. It's not very engaging. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I understand the position you're in. I know. So I'm just glad to know that that's something you guys are actively thinking about and always considering when it comes to balance.
Oh, alrighty, Wagner. I really appreciate it, man. And I really appreciate all the help you give us. All right. Hey, if you guys need help, if you all of you folks need help with the game, Wagner posts a lot of guides. Afterlife posts a lot of guides, and they're very very knowledgeable in the game. So,
Yeah.
all right, Mr. Wagner, take it easy.
Thank you.
Ah, shoot, I invited Wagner to speak again. Dang it. Dwight Main, how can I help you?
Hello.
Hello.
So, my question specifically was going to be like how, because I've had this situation happen where I've gone into a game and you did address kind of blank slate, like or like a blanket statement on cheating and that sort of thing. But regarding in specific situations, how valuable would you say reports are? Because I'm coming from a community like Dead by Daylight.
Extremely.
Like, I'm coming from a community like DVD where it's like the reports don't really mean anything. They kind of back up. And I did report someone that was cheating in a game that I was in, and I ran into them like the match after. So I'm more so just like how fast acting is it, or like how valuable is a report really?
So they are valuable because each report adds a document, adds a tick on them, and it connects to that person's Steam account.
Okay.
That's all I can really say, but it is extremely important that you report those people because it basically raises flags.
Okay.
And the more flags that are raised, the more times it happens, the more the easier they are to hit.
Okay.
So each report counts. It may not seem like they're happening, especially if you're running into them right afterwards. I understand that, but it's still like we gotta understand we're like a small team right now.
Oh, yeah.
And but like I can tell you now we're working hard on that. Like it's being taken seriously.
You're saying it's like a tick thing, but I'm saying, is it like, so it's important for me to report that person a second time when it
Yes.
happens the game after,
Yes.
etc. Okay.
Every time you run into a cheater, please report him.
Okay.
Mr. Siege, do you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, I just wanted to mirror what Matt said, that the reports are extremely important on our end. There's an awful lot of time being dedicated at the moment to doing two things, which are kind of like actively combating the reports and so on, or the and cheaters, hackers, whatever you kind of run into. In terms of like those reports in game as well as in Discord, if you do happen to have recorded information, and especially if you can grab that person's Steam ID,
Ooh.
that is something that will be handled
Oh, that would help so
within
much.
24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those being sent through to the mod team or through to the support team, like that's a guaranteed within 24 hours we can handle that at the moment.
Okay.
And then we're also talking kind of weekdays. Our guys do work weekends. We all work the extra hours and when we need to and so on. But like Monday to Friday is your standard kind of for literally any business in terms of getting things done. So yeah, but like at the moment daily, that will change as we're implementing a couple of other the kind of stuff. We can't really kind of go too far into detail on what it is that we're working on. But we are working on other implementations that will help us combat this in a much faster, more simple way, as well as then reduce the effect, the actual effect that the players that are feeling while they're gaming. You'll feel it less.
Oh yeah.
In the near, hopefully in the near future. We're working pretty actively on that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
I'm very, very excited about that. All right. Anything else, Mr. Dwight?
I have a few, but I'll keep it simple. I'll give you like one easy one, I guess. Or is it? People are kind of probably gonna hate me for this one, but is it intentional? For like when you prestige that you can throw your giant like large containers into like the crafting belt prestige and then them still be there and you be able to use it? Is that an intentional thing?
Do you mean like craft them or
You-
put them into the crafting?
You can craft like 5 large containers and leave it on the crafting belt prestige and then pull the crafting
That is not intentional, and I really wish you hadn't said that in public.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what I said. I'm like, I feel like people are gonna hate me for that one.
Guys,
Was that
please do
intentional?
not do that. All right. I will say this: when it comes to the glitches like that, the game does track it.
Okay.
So be very careful with what you're doing in that aspect.
All right. I will not do that anymore. Yeah, I'll put that in the suggestions too. Yeah.
Thank you. No, put it in the bug reports, please.
Okay. All right. All right. I got you.
Actually, don't do that. Just put it. Just send it to the month. All right.
Okay,
Just send it
okay.
to the month. Much appreciated, brother.
That was all. Thank
Anything
you.
else?
No, that was
All
it.
right. Take it easy, brother.
You too. Thanks.
Oh no. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Hey.
Hello.
Hey. How's it going, man? How can I answer your question?
It's going fine. So, the question is, or actually an idea. Wagner was talking about how people keep running with Lugers and how it's annoying to just kill somebody with no gear.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it the other way. How about we nerf armor, especially on the head, so that the Lugers can kill those people instantly? So there is constant sense of
knew
danger.
it. I knew it.
It's not about that stuff. It's just like he wants the fights to be more engaging and for more PvP to happen. Right now, if we have somebody with Luger, they are not really a threat unless they hit 3 headshots in a row. How about we make it so it kills in 2 shots? And
that takes away the point of the armor.
Not really, because it can save you from single headshot.
All right, Vietnam. Do me a favor, put that in suggestions, all right, and we'll log it.
Also, what about that paint?
Everyone from Cutshall server, I swear, man.
You say Casual server. It's
No.
carbines.
Oh dear lord. All right. Any more questions, Vietnam?
Will we keep appearances at least through the forced wipes?
No. So the force wipes is gonna be everything. All right. I'm sorry, but it is gonna be like those are gonna be like major game changes, and it's gonna be like a reset. So that is gonna be changing everything. We are just be spacing those out, or at least trying to make it so that there's a reason to play in the between. But other than that, yeah, they are gonna get wiped.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Vietnam. You have a good one. Stoshko, welcome back.
Hey, sir. Sorry about that. Sorry. Follow up to my questions and a couple of the other questions I got brought up. Will we be seeing more community focused communication and insight? Specifically, I know that people, record the Q&As that you do and make lists and then update the frequently asked question pages. Will we be seeing other aspects to that where we'll see like, hey, this is, the roadmap, but this is also what we plan for the future, right? These things we absolutely have in flux. These things are cement.
Oh, so you're talking like a more detailed roadmap.
In one part, yes. In the other part, more of a clear vision for the game, areas that the developers are willing to change or create, or alter, and other areas where they're like, no, we will never have unicorns in Marauders.
We will never have unicorns in Marauders. All right, you can say that right now.
Right.
So,
do you mind if I take this
please,
one?
Siege, you take this one. This is your area.
Yeah. Stoshko, yeah. So I'm the senior community manager. The things like communication and so on, in terms of letting the players know about things like developer updates and so on. it's going to be a lot of my wheelhouse, and then Matt and everyone's on my team, and we're kind of going to go through all of that. The basic answer for you is yes. Yes,
Okay.
there will be more communication like that. However, I would say that your question is a little premature, simply because we've been in early access for 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
That's the only thing I can say, is that you're asking the question a little early, in terms of us being able to give you a more fleshed out answer.
Right, and I apologize for that because my
No, that's
initial
okay.
example was going
Questions,
to be,
man.
will we have something that we could get our hands on now to where we can put a face to the development team? Because I know we hear a lot about the big three, and we hear about Siege, and we hear about Met, and we don't really have any assets or avenues to go look at and be like, who are these fine gentlemen and ladies and others who
I can handle that
like
right
to work
now for
with the
me at
community?
least.
Well, we can. Let me take that away, Starshko. Let me take that away
Cool.
and chat to the team about that, because there are some people who prefer to kind of do things on the quieter side. Some people who do like to be in the kind of the public eye. There are people that you can go and you can follow on Twitter, that are active like daily and can post their work and stuff like that. Like one of our level designers, Alfie, who posts on Twitter, shows off like some of the level blockouts and stuff that he does. So there are certain things that are available for you to go and you can see. But in terms of like right now, that's not something that I have. But I'll talk to the team and see what people are interested in kind of being a part of. Because in the dev logs that we're kind of planning on releasing, I did have an idea of a section for a community spotlight, but maybe what you guys would also like to see is like a dev spotlight. So picking one person in particular, asking them some interview questions and so on about what it is that they do at SIG, and kind of releasing that. Is that kind of what you're asking for, so you can kind of learn a little bit more about the team?
Yes, sir. There's one thing I can't let go. That mustache is not in rigs. Trim that mustache. But that is outside the lips. Anyway, Sir Siege, to your point, yes, and partial, as well as I honestly look forward to all of that, as you were saying. But I was kind of, my hopes and goals for that would be to help alleviate any of the misconceptions. I know I've heard and I've seen a couple times people are like, "Oh, Marauders is being developed by 2 or 3 guys in a garage." And Marauders has 150 people. Why is this not being done right away? A lot of
Of course. Okay.
just false information, but also a lot of misconceptions. Trying to
Okay.
find ways to
Yeah,
alleviate that.
I've been
Sure.
dealing with that a
Okay.
lot.
Well, we'll have a look at doing that. And kind of seeing. But sometimes mystery is a little bit
Great.
fun.
Yeah. No,
I'm
absolutely.
joking. I'm joking. I will. I'll talk to the team and we'll see about having some sort of update about that. That kind of clarifies, so that people can kind of go back and point towards a point and say, "Oh no, there's this many guys," or there's they're growing, blah blah blah, whatever it is you need to know. But like,
Exactly. Like
as of right
hard
now,
facts of the. I'm sorry.
it's a little kind of, well, I mean, hard facts. It's kind of hard to get that for any dev team. I don't think anyone likes to tell exactly how many people there are, where they all live, what they all do.
Oh no, so I'm sorry. I
so,
was gonna go with like hard facts for the game. It's like Marauders is a diesel punk game, and then the soft facts of like, hey, this is our production team, this is our art team, and like you were saying, being able to keep the mystery, and then if you have show ponies that you want to put out and be like, look at this powerhouse of a developer.
absolutely, we'll work towards something like that. That's a good idea.
Maybe someone with not a terrible mustache.
I'll leave that to Matt.
All right, thank you, sir.
This man insulted my soul. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Good talking to you, man.
Have a good one.
You too, boss. There is not going to be a freaking cat helmet in Marauders. All right, I'm gonna make that very clear. Until Mac himself says yes, it's not happening. All right, Jishi, how can I help you? What is your question?
All right, so 2 questions. First one, we've heard a lot of like this is being worked on in the next couple months, which is totally fine. I just wanted to like get an idea of what's the basic timeline for early access to full release. This might have been answered before, but so like what's the timeline from when we're in early access to full release? Is that a thing that exists, or just
I'll be honest with you, brother. I do not know.
Okay.
That is something that I haven't been shared with, if it exists. And again, we just hit early access, so you're gonna have to give us a little bit of time, man. I honest to God, wish I had more to tell you on that, but I do not. I'm very
Okay.
sorry about that.
It's all good. And my second question is, Wagner's talked about this a lot. The club is currently bugged. I need to
How
know,
so?
is it gonna go down to 600 RPM in the future, or is the stats on the page gonna get bumped up to 800? It currently shoots about 200 RPM faster than it's listed as shooting.
How do you know that? Do you guys like count the
Wagner
shots in
knows
slow mo? Of course Wagner knows that. He probably watched it in like pixel by pixel slow motion.
I trust him.
Papers. All right. Problem is, I trust him too. I'll look into it. I'll pass it up. We'll look into it. All right. I don't know anything about that right now, but I'll note that down.
Thank you. That was the most important question I had.
All right.
You're
Thank you,
wonderful,
sir. Yeah, Club Squad. All righty. I see you.
guy.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too.
Primo J, how can I help you? What are your questions? Again, folks, reminders to keep it to 2 and keep it simple if you can.
Right. I had a few questions. Well, you said two, so I'm gonna just keep it like quick. How will like the raid bosses work? Like, I hate to bring up Tarkov, but like, will they come up with like their own like squad, like Rashala and all them, or like, is it just gonna be like single handedly just like the raid boss by himself?
OJ, brother, I'm gonna be honest, I can't tell you that, man. I'm sorry. That stuff, that's gonna be. Oh shoot, we lost him. What happened? He's still here? We lost him. There he is. No, come on back in, boss. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, my bad about that.
No, you're good, man. So I can't tell you anything about that. That boss, yeah, it's it's under wraps for now, brother. All right. Things are still being worked out with that, and then how it's gonna happen.
All right, so let's move on from that.
I will
Things
say
like
this. I
free
will
luck,
say this
field
thing.
review,
It
and like
is
a
gonna be
practice
a
mode
little.
for like
It
to
is
help
gonna be
like
a little
friends
different from
learn the maps,
Tarkov. Okay.
et cetera, like that. Like, are you guys thinking about doing that, or you know?
I'm sorry. I totally was trying to talk over you there. I was just saying like it's gonna be different from Tarkov. That's all I'm gonna say. OJ, I'm sorry. Can you say that last question one more time?
No, I was saying like free luck, field of view, and like a practice mode. Do y'all plan on like adding that so like you can help your friends learn the map, et cetera, or like for people that do guides that don't have to worry about like other players and things like that.
We've gotten a lot of suggestions on that. But on that one, I say it's too early to tell. Okay, I know that's I've been saying that a lot, but it's too early to tell. Plus I'll be ripping it straight out of Tarkov. But we've gotten a lot of suggestions and a lot of feedback on that. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
All right. I think that was it. I mean, I had a question about attachments, but I don't want to get like too deep into that. But yeah, I think
Is it about sights for the guns?
thank you, my man.
Wait, OJ, is it about sights for the guns?
It wasn't no. It's not like sights. I'm talking about like so like the mini Uzi. It doesn't just have like the wooden like buttstock. It has like a folding like metal stock. I guess like
Yep.
different attachments like that.
Yeah. So you got the club?
No, I'm talking about like the mini Uzi. Well, weapons overall, like you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So like, what's your question about weapons? This is actually this is probably gonna be a question a lot of people have. Go for it.
Just different attachments. Are you guys planning on like adding like different attachments for like
Oh
different?
yeah.
Like I said, like the Uzi has a wooden buttstock and like a folded metal buttstock. Like you said, the Klob that also has like a buttstock that you can add on to it, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Yeah. There's gonna be more attachments.
All right, that was it for me. Thank you, my man.
Sounds good, man. Take it easy. Stupendous. How can I help you?
Hello. I got two questions, but I think one's less popular with the crowd. I'll start with the less popular one. Is there plans to make armor stronger? Because when your armor gets hit, it just feels like the durability doesn't really go down. So it's like it's not really there.
So the way the armor is set up right now is the PUBG style. It doesn't lose its effectiveness until it's completely broken.
All right.
So it does protect. It really does. But if you get hit by a lot of good shots, you're gonna go down regardless.
Gotcha.
And with the 3x head like a 3x head damage multiplier, it's if headshots count.
Okay. And then
Did I answer your question? I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that answer that's fine. And then the final question. This is more of like a not really mechanical, just lore based because I'm actually interested. The Navy outpost. What's the story behind that? Because I believe the SAS overtook it, didn't they?
Yes. So the story behind that is it was originally the Empire, and now the SAS hit it, and now we're the scavengers, and the SAS are still there actually. So.
So we got them like a few hours after the raid.
Yep, pretty much.
All right.
Still got the dead bodies there and everything. All right, man. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Dope. All right. Pleasure to meet you, man. Good talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
Bring in the next guy. Tina's buddy. How can we help you? Also, guys, guys and girls, I apologize. Lifetime thickness just corrected me. It's a 3.5 head multiplier. Is Tina's buddy here? Tina, you have to accept the request if you want to come in.
Oh, sorry,
There you
I was in a raid.
Oh, you're good,
But
man.
one thing, what is your priorities on fixing some of the game-breaking bugs? Like, for example, entire containers just disappearing from your inventory.
Honestly, man, I don't know what to tell you on that one. There's we're getting a lot of stuff like getting hit with 60,000 players in 2 weeks is exposed a lot, which is exactly why we're in EA. So the prioritization process is happening right now, figuring what we want to fix, figuring what's going on, figuring what needs to be done first, and putting the first big update and everything like that. So
yeah, okay.
Yep. As for the containers disappearing, yeah, I'm fully aware of that one. I actually lost a container full of Tommies the other day, so I'm pretty upset about that one.
Yeah.
But
Just one thing, maybe it has to do with this, but I've noticed when I keep a 3x5 slot, enough for an extra container just open in my inventory, nothing has disappeared, as long as maybe it has to do with the space in the inventory. But also, AI, any plans to change AI? AI just running right into you, making it so your gun points up into the wall and they just blast you in the face. That's really annoying. AI not stopping when they get
the
shot.
AI, I'm gonna stop you right there, man. The AI are always in development. They are
All right.
always going to be continuously in development. So, and yeah,
Yep,
like
that's
I'm aware
about.
of the move. I appreciate it, man.
All right, see ya.
Hope your raids are good, man. I hope your raids are good.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yeah, take it easy. Lifetime thickness. I can't believe I said that. How you doing? How can I answer your question?
I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. So, two questions. One, I heard that y'all are doing something to make space combat an actual thing instead of just window dressing, but something that's actually worth doing. Do you mind sharing me some of the details on what those exact things gonna be? Not can you give me anything?
When the changes are gonna hit? Is that your question?
Not
Sorry.
necessarily that, but more like what are you gonna do to make space combat more viable?
Man, it's too early to tell. All right, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening with space combat,
Good.
and we have no idea. Like I am not, I am not in the mental circle to know what's going on, and even if I was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. So,
All right. So chances are you probably want to know the answer to the second question, which is what are you gonna do about the fucked questing?
oh, in what aspect? You talking with RNG ones?
Well, I'm talking about a lot of it is just annoying. Like a lot of the beginning zero to hero quests involves going to a raid location that is incredibly rare, aka merchant ship. I'm talking about the
Oh
fact
yeah,
that
I'm aware.
I'm talking about how you have daily quests which are very location dependent in a game where the locations are completely random. And then y'all
In regards to that, man, and I'm sorry I'm interrupting you here. I'm just doing that
Go
for
ahead.
time.
No.
Those like the missions, the objectives, the zero like the zero to hero quest line, that is all subject to change. All right, that is all under like we're watching nut stuff very closely for feedback because those are key parts of the game.
Okay, well, I'd say if they're subject to change, hurry up and change it because no one bloody likes it.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, we're not on your schedule, so we'll work on it, man.
Yeah, I understand, but it's pissing me the fuck off.
I get it, dude. I'm a gamer. All right. I play Hunt and all that fun stuff.
Why would you make a location-based quest system in a game with locations are random?
Lifetime. I get it. All right, man. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the questions. You can
Alright,
rage.
one more quick question.
Go for it. One more. You get one more because of the rage.
Alright.
Okay. One more.
Okay, I understand. So are you gonna make more attachments craftable? Because I noticed that the only way to get attachments is to either buy them, craft them, or get them in quests. There's no finding them.
To be announced. Okay. To be announced. Subject to change. That's the stuff. It's too early. I would say nope. I can't say that. Nope.
Damn.
To be announced. Too early to tell. All right. Thank you very much for your questions. You have a good one.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Thanks.
Yeah, take it easy, boss. Union Jack. Oh man, I remember this guy. How's it going, man? If you're there.
Yeah, of course I'm here, mate. I just had to come up over the river, didn't I? Well, basically, number one, first, wanted to say, going to be quick, as always am. Except when I'm in bed. Secondly, two questions. So, number one, pucker, like a pie that you put in a Webley, about as quick as I asked you to. Brilliant. Any time scale on that one? Thinking maybe it'll be here by Christmas.
I have no idea, man.
You have no idea. All right, that's fine. Secondly, what happened to the Law channel? Why has it been locked all month? Is it coming back? I need to let people know that we are a specialised task force involving Cockneys and that we're technically everywhere.
Because you know I got the lore. We're still trying to figure out what we want to do with that. All right. We did not want because we've had some really great ideas in there, and we don't want it to get swamped. That's why we locked it down.
What?
All right. So I'm thinking of some ways. I'm be talking with Mr. Siege on that, but we'll see how it goes. All right.
All right. Cheers, right, Gov. South FC.
Have a good one, boss. Sorry, folks. Just doing a quick DM here. And all right. Next person. Let me see it. Mr. Hurry. Welcome back. How can I help you? What's your question?
This is so I actually forgot to ask this, but I'll just leave it as it is. I don't know if this goes to you or to Sieg, but do you guys plan by any chance doing like, let's say for example, because the game picked up really big popularity because I see Marauders now on YouTube as well. Do you guys plan to make some sort of like, let's say, tournament or some sort of bingo or something like that on Twitch so you can like put some prizes or something like that?
Things have been talked about, but it is too early to tell, brother. I'm sorry. I know I keep saying that. That's gonna be a
No, it's
meme. I
completely
already
fine.
know it, but
It's completely fine.
that's go ahead,
when
Mr.
you mention
Siege, please.
when you mention Twitch, do you mean like Twitch drops, or do you mean something
No,
else?
no. So what I mean is, for
rivals.
example, no. Well, somewhat, but as someone who really likes to make tournaments and some sort of games to involve the community and put a prize in, let's say, for example, I come with a like some community idea. Let's say we get streamers in or other community members in, and they can all compete in like some sort of like a ladder / tournament / bingo style where let's say the person with most
Oh,
points can get like
I
prizes or
understand.
something like that. Yeah.
I mean, that would be really cool. If there are community members who wanted to set something like that up, I would be definitely very interested in hearing about it and potentially helping out in the participation of that.
You see, so the thing is, I would do it. It's just I don't really have a community because I'm a one viewer Andy. But if you guys are willing to maybe work with me, or maybe if we can DM after this or anywhere, I pretty much have way too much free time. Like if you guys can help me set something up, I'll be glad to basically do it if you guys are willing to work with me and
That
somewhat get.
that's something you gotta be talking with us on private.
Yeah,
chat.
that's why. That's why I ask if this goes here or just contact someone and then see how it goes from there.
I would
Yeah, you
recommend talking
can.
to them.
Yeah, you can have a chat with us at some point. There are going to be events that will happen similar to how today's Q&A is an event inside of Discord. There will also
Mhm.
be community events happening in the near future, where, for example, imagine it's Matt and I are flying around in an interceptor with rockets, and it's
The
going to
cargo hold
be
full of war bonds,
exactly, yeah,
or
that,
quest items.
yeah. Yeah, so like the two of us be flying around, you got to breach our ship and beat us, and then you can take the stash and go.
Hunt the dev. Sorry,
Right. So
CJ, interrupt you.
there will be kind of like little things like that. There'll be other kind of events that we're hoping to plan and implement in the game. That'll be kind of like game specific. But if you're talking about community created stuff, that will be on the community to create mostly.
So if I was to, for example, give you an idea, if I was to DM you, if I may DM you because I do not want to DM just out of
Oh, you
blue.
can.
All right. So then you know what? I'm not gonna talk about it here. I'll just DM you the idea. I do not want someone to steal my ideas. It happened before, and I got really angry.
All right.
All right, brother.
Yeah,
Sounds
and
good,
then
man.
one more quick one, and this also is kind of tied to cheaters, which I know you do not want to talk about it too much, but may I give a suggestion about how to combat cheaters to you, Matt?
Yes,
Because
not
it
here.
it's maybe kind of hard to implement, but it's an idea nonetheless on how maybe you guys can also, let's say for example, have free weekends so you don't have to overwork yourself.
Do it here, but don't tell me here. Do it to me and like
Yeah,
tell me
yeah,
in
yeah.
DM,
No. I
please.
know. I'm
Okay.
not gonna make the same mistake as the
All
guy
right.
who mentioned crates.
Let's not. Let's not. It's not crap on joy here. All right.
Also,
Yeah,
just
I'm
before I
like,
leave, I respect your clue. Please, no unicorns and please, no car helmets. I appreciate it.
oh no, I'm seeing Kitty in the questions queue. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. All right, Templar, how can I help you, man? What is your question?
Yes. Hey everyone. I have two questions. First one was about the bosses, but you said they are far away to be implemented. But like, do you plan to have them like roaming on random maps or like specific places?
Again, man, I can't tell you that. I'm sorry. It's gonna be different, man. It's gonna be different. That's all I can say.
Okay. Second question is about the space fight with the ships. I saw like everybody's going with the stuttering ship, and when someone is taking the other ship, it gets swarmed. So like, my idea would be like maybe two NPC crewmen that's like a security guard on the ship to prevent or give you some time when the ship is breached. And like when you upgrade to next tier, you get maybe two more of them, like so something like that.
That one, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, is way too early to tell on that. I know there's another game that implemented that. What was that? I think it was Expedition to Gartha, and it was decent. Um, but it is too early to tell. I would say it's not planned for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's all of.
I really
Thanks.
appreciate it though. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Templar. Red, how can I help you? What's your question?
So I know you can't give out super specifics, and you just keep saying things are probably coming. But if I could be so bold, could you directly confirm or deny a full stock for the PPSH so it can return to its beautiful normal form?
All right, I cannot confirm or deny any of that, but I can confirm that there is going to be more attachments for the PPSH in the future. Okay.
Okay.
That's I have been giving permission to say that. So.
Okay. I will hope.
All right.
then.
Anything else?
Basically, just right now, are you guys pretty much solid on the like AI amounts on the secondary objectives like the merchant ship and the capital ship, or is anything of that gonna change? Because sometimes I feel like I just run through the commando crews even on my own, and it feels a little underwhelming for what they're supposed to represent.
AI are always going to be under like they're always going to be in development, man. Always.
Okay.
There will be bugs. Like honestly, they actually got nerfed. They got nerfed a bit. I don't know if anyone here is from the pre-alpha days, but they were absolutely deadly. And now they've gotten, babied a little bit. But they will always be under development.
Okay, because I just sometimes I feel like I run into two guys with full Panzer armor on, and sometimes it seems like they just have MP40s. Okay.
Yeah, I run into that too. I run into that too. I feel you, Red.
All
right,
right.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you much.
Have a good one.
You-
All right, guys. Remember, again, keep it to 2 questions and keep it short and simple if you can.
Greetings.
What's up, Iron? How can I help you? What's your question?
I was just want to ask, is there any plans to have a channel with confirmed bugs? So that way people can stop saying the same thing 20, 50 times in bug reports. Steps to prevent said bugs from happening, like, getting ejected from your ship, loading into a match, or by airlock. Stuff like that. More communication from the dev team involving that.
Mr. Siege, would you like to weigh in on this?
Hey, yeah. Okay, so that's a good suggestion. We can definitely look at putting that into Discord. It would take a bit of manpower that we might not have right at this moment. But we will definitely take it into consideration. It is a good idea having somewhere that people can go and see the things that are already kind of confirmed bugs. But I'll tell you this: it doesn't from previous experience. Doesn't matter if you tell people what the bugs are that currently exist. They're still going to tell you that they're experiencing them when it comes to reports and so on. But I'll take it into consideration, and if we can fit it in somewhere and get that created, I'll definitely see about getting that done. Thank you.
Here's one of the other parts about it, though. If there are certain ways to pull that bug off, how to prevent it. Like, let's say you guys have a general sense of how the bug works and how to mimic it. If you just say, wait 2 seconds before leaving your ship after the airlock opens, you won't fall out from the ship. That way, people know steps to not get, ejected out of the ship.
Got it. How to avoid
how to avoid those bugs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, that
Like,
makes sense.
I'm not sure if you guys have a general idea how the small stash or container bugs, how that works. If you have a general idea, it would be great to know how to save your containers, so they're not going to vanish.
Understood. Okay. Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
Thank you.
If I can get that implemented, I will.
This is going to be something along the line.
How long is this question going to take, brother? Because we got a lot of people.
Not long.
Time.
Not long at all. Any plans for gifts to people that were affected by the container bugs, like Matt himself getting a container back via gift or whatever?
Is that for me? No. At the moment, no.
No.
It is an unfortunate
It sucks.
byproduct of EA, but yeah, that's just what is going to happen for now, unfortunately.
Gotcha. All right. See you guys. Thank you for your time.
You have a good one.
You too, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am running out of time. I'm going to limit it to 1 question per, if you don't mind. I'm also going to bring Miss Victoria in here to ask her question as well. And then I'm going to be closing questions right after her. So if you have questions, please raise your hand. Otherwise, I will not be able to get to them because I'll be closing them after her. Hello! What is your question? How may I help you?
Hey guys, long time listener, first time caller. I actually have a 1.5 part question.
Oh my.
When it comes to regions in game, are you able to see what region you're playing in? And is there a way to change that?
As of right now, no, and the only way to do so is via VPN. Or if you play with a captain who's in another region. The crew goes to where the captain's at.
Gotcha. So if you and I were to play, we could party up, and then I would be on your server since you're
Yes.
European and I'm NA West.
That is correct.
Good to know. But solo, you're kind of region locked for the time being.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. You have a good one. All right. Questions are now locked. Cypress, I swear you better give me something good here. Give me your questions, Bess.
All right, you got to hear me out. I'll make it quick.
All right,
In
I hear you out.
1979, the legendary filmographer filmed aliens for the first time. This is set in the 90s. We're in space. They'd be obsessed with aliens. Can we get alien cosmetics even if there's no aliens? Because they would be obsessed with it. They're in space, right? Like, don't fuck with me.
Gotta fit. They're more concerned about the.
For 70 years, we lived under the shadow of the Great
Well, but
War.
just have to
You know,
do some funky
they're
aliens,
more
man, dude,
concerned
please.
about dying than aliens at this point.
Look me
Cypress.
in my metaphorical eyes. If the game dies, just promise me I'm getting my alien cosmetic because I'll still play.
Cypress, I swear to God, man. All right, I am not promising anything. All right, I'm sorry. Because the game's not gonna die, bro. Might as well
Okay,
live
true.
forever.
Actually,
Alrighty, man. Anything
all
else?
right, have a good one.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
too,
that's it.
boss. Oh, Kitty, please don't. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
This is not about the cat helmet, even though if you want a cat
Yeah,
helmet, you need to make
Let's get to the questions. All right.
No, okay. I wanted to know if they're gonna implement program perks similar to like what this cycle has. So like partner and affiliate benefits for like Twitch drops, roles, skins, etc.
Mr. Siege, he would be the one that would know more about that. If you don't mind.
It's sorry, it's very very loud outside my house right now. There's like gardeners. The question was something about like affiliate and
Yeah, so like partner and affiliate benefits to get like Twitch drops, exclusive content, roles on Discord, stuff like that.
that's all stuff that we could definitely work on. It's not in the works at the moment. It's not something that we're kind of planning on. That I know of. Things like Twitch drops are huge for video games. And, you know, in my opinion, it would be silly for any games company who's capable of doing it to not do it. But in terms of stuff that's kind of exclusive for partners of the game, in terms of like streamers and so on, exclusives for that are not currently planned. However, it's not off the table. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Same thing with VoIP.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about VoIP. I don't really think we need it, to be fair.
For all
Yes,
you
there's
VoIP
gonna be a
owners.
cat guild. There's gonna be a cat guild.
Hey,
It's
listen,
happening.
It's a free
Happening.
game. You can have a cat guild, but you cannot have the cat helmet.
No,
Alright.
give us the cat helmet. Look,
All
the
right,
community
Kitty.
has
Any more questions? Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Have a good one. I'm gonna be hearing about that one for a long time. My guy, I can't say that. I don't know why it's like that, but it's all you, homie. How can I answer your question?
Yo, you can hear me?
I can hear you, boss.
Okay, will you add the feature to remove anti-aliasing? Because I fucking hate anti-aliasing. I just hate it so much.
I honestly don't know, man, but we do have
Got
a huge quality of life patch coming through this EA.
Really? Okay.
So yeah.
Can I ask like a quick second one, like literally 10 seconds?
Yeah, please, dude.
Okay,
Please.
is there, maybe you just haven't played the game enough, but like as a solo, I just fly a ship and then I like 2 rockets and I'm out and I lose my ship and then I just have to leave the match. Well, y'all add like, is there like a boost or something? Maybe y'all would add
rockets?
like 3. Okay, 3 rockets.
I think like the torpedoes.
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna hit with, but all I know
Ooh.
is like there's not
Alright.
a good way to dodge it or you just fly in a direction and shoot.
All right, in
Is
answer
there
to
any
that,
changes to that?
ship combat movement and everything in general is subject to
Mm.
change extremely in EA.
Okay.
'Cause,
Okay. I mean, I
there's
expected that
more.
because okay.
Yeah.
I really like the game. It's really good.
All right, man. I'm
Alright.
glad you like it. You have a good one,
Yep.
brother.
You have one. Good one as well.
IQ Aries, how can I help you? What is your question? Hello? You gotta accept the invite, brother.
Hey, sorry about that.
You're good, man. You're good.
So straight off the bat, I just wanted to say it's an amazing game. You're doing an excellent job, and I've heard a lot of complaints around the hardness of missions and things. I feel like it is balanced. Like I've been playing solo since the beginning, and I believe yes, there are certain things that are irritating, like merchant ships. But if you made it too easy, it wouldn't really keep the Tarkov-esque theme, I guess. And then the main question I wanted to ask you is that what are you guys going to do to sustain yourselves? Like, are you going to add skin packs? Are you adding a season pass or?
Honestly, brother, I know cosmetics have been talked about, but I just want to make this very clear. There will never be a pay to win. All right.
No, that's definitely not
That
what I'm
is
suggesting.
no, I understand that. I'm gonna make that clear for everybody here that it has been talked about, and this is way back in Alpha that Mac, Mitch, and James themselves talked about this, and they said there would not be a pay to win. Cosmetic stores have been talked about, stuff like that, but nothing is confirmed. So again, this is gonna be too early to tell. Like, stick around. No, there will not be cat ears. I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely no cat ears.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
A scholar, I see. Anything else, Mr. Aries?
Aside from just the standard bugs, which I mean, like we're all getting through, like the insta headshots by certain bots and things like that. I mean, not really. It's just standard bugs. There's certain staircases that if you vault over, you can get stuck and things like that. I'd be happy to make videos and so forth.
Actually, if you could do clips of that and then send them
Yeah,
to
I
us,
can.
that'd be fantastic.
No problem. Other than that, thank you very much. No
Thank
further
you, sir.
questions.
You have a good one. Real quick, folks, I am gonna have to wrap it up very soon here. I'm gonna make it through the remaining 19 questions. All right, I'm not leaving until I'm through all of them. But keep it to one, keep it simple, and then my DMs will be open for a little bit afterwards. All right, so feel free to shoot me some questions or ask in the questions chat. Tag me in the questions chat. That's actually the best place because then everyone could see it. All right. Point 2. How can I help you?
Okay, hello. I got one question and one is like a yes or no after. First, are the guns like with the small inconsistencies like the STG having no front sight, the PPSH having no rear sight, and like other shit like that, or the M1A1 being crooked? Are those ever going to be fixed, or are those just the quirks of the models being used?
The M1A1 perk of the model being used. This STG-44 was for more like a more pleasurable gameplay experience. Trust me, man, I understand. It's bothering me as well. I'm a gun nut. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand. All right, I get it.
Yes.
But
Yes. Okay.
There will be stuff in the future. Okay.
All right. Second one. This is like it's yes or no, and then I'm gone. Do you know
Go for it,
about
go
the
for it.
vertical audio being fucked and non-existent? There is no
Actually,
vertical audio.
I'll be honest with you, man. Vertical audio is in the game. So
There is?
I don't know. Yes, because I can hear people above. When I play the game, I can hear people above me. I can hear people around me. It is a little difficult to tell, but it is there.
Okay, that's all.
I just want to let you know that just might be your headset. I'm not doing the client side, but I would say do some testing and kind of like maybe just sit in an area and like listen and see how things are, especially in the Navy outpost. That's one of the best places to test it out.
Okay, thanks. Cool game.
All
Have a
right.
nice day.
Yeah, you too, boss. Have a good one. Take it easy. Next person is Raptured Jack. Oh, I know this person.
What's up, dude?
What's up, Jack? How you doing, man?
I have to add this really quick because everyone's been saying this. I think the audio in this game is absolutely perfect. I have no idea what any of these people are talking about. I feel like I can trace people. I feel like I can trace people through the wall with the audio. Like it's insane.
Again,
I'm gonna
it's
respect
all
your time
about
here.
Go ahead, Jack. My
So
bad.
I got just two like yes or no questions. Barters, like specific like gold bullion for like an M4 or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And cosmetics for top players when reset comes eventually.
So I'm not gonna go into any details on any of that stuff because it is it's something else. It is too
Gotcha.
early to tell, Jack. I'm sorry. You should
I
do
want
something
to.
else.
The guy who suggested that the community picks guns, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think you guys could just pick like 3 or 4 that you think are appropriate for the game, and then the community could vote on them.
We do have a huge time pool, so go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think another cool way to expand on like the space aspect of the game would be like resources in space that you could farm. So like, you do have all those like shipwreck assets that are like floating around. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like some sort of tool you can equip on your ship, and then you get like you go up to them and hold F or whatever, and you get like a percentage chance to get like 1 reinforced metal or something, and it just appears in your ship inventory. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then add the Galil because has good iron sights.
All right.
Black Ops 1 style Galil.
Hit me in suggestions, man. Post this stuff.
That's what I'm
like,
here for. That's
We
what I'm
look
here
no suggestions tab because then it's logged. We can
Oh,
log
okay.
that.
Yeah. I'll do that.
All right, man. I
Oh yeah, and
appreciate
don't
it,
add
brother.
different ammo types. People keep saying that in chat.
No,
So
I'm
I hate that.
aware. We are aware. We are aware of that.
Okay.
All right, take it easy, man. Have a
Take
good
it
one.
easy.
Kurza, how can I help you? Kurza, you there?
Sorry
There you
about
are.
that.
First, I just want to say I love the profile picture. Just want to say that. Go ahead.
Thank you. So my question is a little bit about the traders. So I've been hearing from people that they're getting kind of, I guess, bug traders where they're able to buy certain things like mine tokens and things like that. Is that intended that like higher level traders are supposed to have like kind of random high tier purchases, or is that a bug?
Siege, correct me if I'm wrong here, but that is a bug. All right.
Sorry, what was that one again?
So it's the random objects in the traders once you get them leveled up, where they like will still be selling mine tokens and stuff. That is a bug, correct?
I'm actually not 100% sure.
I think it is, but it is an interesting bug. I'm not gonna lie, and it's been pretty well received.
Let me write that one down again, just because I have
confirm that with somebody.
Yeah,
If I may, I just have a quick yes or no about Navy Outpost. At the ends of the like where the walker tanks are the holes at where the bays where they kind of like where it looks like they would go up and down? Are they supposed to be there?
Holy crap! You just totally blasted my mind. I'm trying to remember that right now because I honestly die so fast in that map. It's the ramp, right?
No, it's not the ramp. So if you go down to the ends of the long hallways after you run through all the gun decks and everything like that, basically where High Command is, when you're on the ground floor of exiting High Command, if you go to one of the ends of those long hallways, wide hallways, there's the platforms that the walker tanks are sitting on. Fell down, and there's no way to get back up. I was just curious if that was intended or if that's if there's going to be kind of platforms put in place there to prevent players
I
from
would
falling.
say that's a work in progress, brother.
Okay, just curious.
Just throw out. All right, appreciate it, man. Good
Yep,
question.
have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. You too, boss. Dark skin. How may I answer your question? Question. Emphasis on question.
My apologies. I accidentally had that up. I didn't realize I still had it up. My apologies.
No, you're good, man. Do you have anything?
No, I'm good.
All
well,
right.
actually, no. Actually, I did have one more thing. Are you gonna have more than one PvP map?
Too early to tell, Dark. I'm sorry. That one's. I really like the one we have, but it is too early to tell on that one.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. Yeah, that's my only question.
All right, appreciate it, boss. Dwight. Oh man. I'm sorry, man. You got some abuse.
I'm not gonna before I there's two things I'm gonna preempt. I'm not gonna exploit anything else.
All right, good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, watch what you're saying about my mustache too, man. I know.
Did I
it's a
say
work
anything
in
about your
progress,
mustache? I don't think I
alright?
said anything about your mustache.
Yeah, you did. All right. Continue on.
I don't. That was not me. You were confusing me with someone else.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Yeah,
I have like a layered question, but I need clarification. Earlier you said there's a quality of life patch coming out tonight.
No.
Okay, I thought you said that, and I was like, what? Is there? Okay, sorry.
I didn't say tonight.
Okay, you got my hopes up. I was like,
I said this EA. I said.
oh, I think you said this evening. Okay, that's where okay. I was like, whoa. Okay, sorry. Mine's kind of like it's a layered question. You can answer this as you feel. It's more of like, what's on the horizon? I had a couple questions like, is there ever going to be like a player test build, like custom games, or anything like that? And then is there like plans for like HUDs or like a map or something like that? Those are kind of all. It was a multi-step question, kind of.
Can you say that one more time?
I'm
sorry.
I hit you with a
Go ahead,
lot.
one more time.
So like a player test build, like Siege does, where it's like we can play it beforehand, like that. Is that like on the horizon? And then is like custom games and stuff, like being able to just do private stuff.
No idea, man.
It's not, but it's not like something that's on your guys' mind right now.
It's not on the mind right now. There's bigger priorities. As far as the future holds, I do not know, but there's a lot of stuff we got to do before that gets implemented.
Okay. All right. No, that was essentially it. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was all. I'm just kind of trying to see if I can get anything. That was all. Alrighty. Thanks.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys, I'm gonna make this extremely quick. All right, I need to cut this off soon. Make these fast, rapid fire questions. Sam, if you fucking meme on me, I swear on God, it's serious. Let's go.
All right. So, as an extension of the audio that a couple of the other guys brought up earlier, in some regards, I think the audio is almost a little bit too perfect. As Jack was sort of saying, you can trace people through walls audibly, and that is definitely the case. You absolutely can. In regards to vertical audio, for sure, there is definitely some. It is a little bit confusing, but I can look past that. My question more is like, why is it too perfect? I think it's odd that like through these like super thick metal and concrete walls, I can hear these like rubber boots slamming.
It's in development,
like
Sam.
sledgehammers.
It's in development. All right, that's enough. Goodbye. Jesus Christ, dude. It's okay, guys. It's Sam. I can abuse him a little bit. Let's go, Doodle. Make it fast. Make it sweet. Let's go.
So I got Prestige 54 because my Prestige glitched the hell out. I made a report about it in game, and then my account got banned. Like, what can I do about it?
You made a Prestige account and your account got banned.
Yes,
Send me
it
your
got.
send Siege your Steam ID. Let me know what
Okay. Can I just do another like real quick actual question?
Make it
That's
fast,
not
make it fast.
okay. Are you guys planning to do any more like other methods of gaining reputation with the traders apart from the daily contracts? Like I was thinking you could have give the trader tab a donate tab. Where you just give items and you don't get money back. But for example, you can sell a faction. You can give them their warp.
For the sake of time, I'm gonna cut you short. The traders are going to be in development. All right, there is
Okay,
some
cool.
change on all that stuff. It's a possibility. All right?
And we will be able to in the future, instead of opt into a map with a outpost in the middle, just opt into a straight PvP map, and you can choose between
DM
like
me.
raid or
DM
PvP.
me. No idea.
Okay.
Too early to tell.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be short.
Yeah.
So I have to cut this off. Can I get 3 more, Siege?
No,
Okay,
of course,
sure.
no. You can do it. Just like I'm just gonna let everyone know that Matt's like taking lots of questions from you guys. Please, like, respect his request of 1 question per hand up. We've got 12 more questions. He's gonna get through them as fast as he can, but please, 1 question. Don't abuse that. Thank you.
I really, because I do have limited time, folks, and I really want to get through everybody. And again, I will be on Discord for a while, so feel free to ping me. I can't promise I'll answer all of them, but I'll get to the most I can. All right, next up, who are we looking at here? Apollo, make it short, make it sweet, make it beautiful. Let's do it.
Hello. Yes. Are you gonna? I don't know if this has already been answered, but are you gonna make it so you can choose what map you want to raid and go to?
As of right now, no. DM me, shoot me a quick DM, and I'll shoot you the full answer. All right.
Okay, and then
No,
are you
I'm
gonna
sorry.
increase? Are you gonna increase capital ship
DM
spawns?
me, Paulo. I'm sorry, man. DM me. Synthetic. How can I help you?
Yo, what's up? I was just going to ask if we were ever going to get a more variety on bosses or ships that are not flyable but are in the map to fight against.
Too early to tell, Synthetic. I will say
Cool.
this: is that there's a
That's
lot of
all
stuff
good.
planned, but it's too early to tell.
All right, see it.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one. What's up, man? How you doing? How can I answer your question, Mr. Lives and Questions?
It's Koz.
Make it fast.
All right, real quick question regarding buy sell trades.
Yep.
Constant buy sell trades, and it's now starting to reach out to me in other. People are hitting me up in DMs. People I've seen it elsewhere. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing to prevent RMT?
Still figuring that out, man. It's
Roger, Dodger.
it's definitely recognized. It's definitely being talked about, but we don't have like we're still trying to figure out what we want to do with it. All right.
Roger, Dodger.
All right, take it easy, boss. Floop, how can I help you? What's your question?
Hey, so I just have one question here. Do you guys have or plan to have actual experienced game testers, or are you relying on the community for that?
It's an interesting question. We have game testers, but the testing of the game does happen sometimes through players playing the game and submitting reports. I'm sorry, not quite sure what you want us to answer here.
Floop. So yes, we do have experienced game testers helping us out. They have been with us for a while. We've kind of filtered out. We're kind of bringing in more people as well. We already brought in a few, and they are good at finding bugs. However, getting hit with 60,000 people in 2 weeks has really helped us. That is what early access is for. The community did an amazing job of helping us find all the bugs that we couldn't have found with only like a couple thousand. So,
All right.
good question. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, have a good one. Squib, how can I help you?
Hello, I have one question. Will there be toggle lean?
I have no idea. We will have to wait and see for that one, boss.
Okay,
It has
thank
been
you very
highly
much.
requested, all right? Have a good one.
I love you.
I don't know how to reply to that. At least someone does. Clint, I know you've been waiting a long time, man, all right? Give me a good one.
So this may be too early, but do you guys have plans to release like top tier armor for the other factions? I know the Empire already has the Panzer armor, but like, you know, two
There's
other
good-
armor sets. I like
would-
swag set.
Yeah, I would say too early, man, but common sense. Common sense. You could probably figure it out.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
honestly.
Appreciate it, boss.
Yeah,
You have a good one.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Psycho, how can I help you?
Hey man, great game, guys. Quick question. Can we when we spawn into raid, can we please not be facing backwards? And when I pot out of my ship, can I not be facing backwards? That'd be awesome. That's all I got.
Facing backwards?
Yeah, whenever I go into a raid, my ship is facing out into the vast nothingness. I'd like to just push W and go straight towards the actual raid entrance. And when I pot out of my ship, if I'm aiming my ship at a capital ship and I'm like, hey, let's pod. When I pot out, I'm facing backwards towards the ass end of the ship and have to spin around, look for the ship.
Psycho, do me a favor, get a clip and send it to me, please. And then
Okie dokie.
shoot me your Steam ID in DMs, all right?
Copy.
All right, thank you, boss. Much appreciated. You have a good one. And Morpheus, how can I help you?
Hey, what's up? I'm Morpheus. I'm a music producer. I'm actually interested in seeing a lot more music in the game.
Oh my.
What kind of things are you have planned for that?
Morpheus, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hit you with the tried and true answer this evening. I wish we could do more.
understand.
Too
Thank
early
you.
to tell. However, suggestions are welcomed. All right.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Bye bye.
Thank you for yours. You have a good one. Aste, how can I help you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. What do you got?
I wanted to know how you guys or how the team thinks the release is going, or like with the amount of people that hopped on, how do you think it's treated you so far?
Actually, I'd like to invite Victoria. Actually, you know what, Aste, I'm gonna save your question. No, you know what? I'm gonna answer it now. Siege and Victorious. Those are the two team members in, I believe, right now. What will your thoughts be on that? I personally think we've had an amazing launch. A lot of very helpful feedback from the community. A lot of fantastic, like honestly, I think you guys have caught like we don't have a massive cheater problem at all. You guys have helped us a lot with reports and everything like that. Bug reports, dupe reports. It's been incredible, incredible feedback. So it's been a fantastic launch in my opinion. Mr. Siege, any thoughts?
No, I would just mirror what Matt says there. It's been really, really great. We've had I think maybe a little bit more success than we were almost expecting.
Yeah.
We knew based on our kind of wish lists and stuff on Steam that it was going to be popular, but you know, wish lists don't always translate to purchases. But the player base has kind of shown us that there's a lot of people out there who are interested in the game and want to see more of it. So we're gonna make sure we keep making more of it.
Oh yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah, Assy. Thank you very much. Biomart, how can I help you?
Hey, it was good, brother. Love the game. Love you guys. I have a question about map spawns.
for
Are
it.
the spawn rates for different maps different if you're in a party versus single player?
No.
Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You have a good one. Nikolai, how can I help you?
I don't have a question, but real quick, I just want to say 3 people in a garage or 1,000 people inside a giant warehouse office building. You guys are killing it with the game. It's fucking great. Every game is going to have problems, especially off the start being this new. Call of Duty's been out for like 20 years and still has problems today. I mean, you guys are really killing it. I'm happy with the game. I love it, and I know the community is too, as much as they want to complain about all the minor little bugs. But that's all I got to say. Have a good night, guys.
He's gonna make me cry, man.
That's super nice, and we really appreciate hearing stuff like that, and we love that you guys all jump in and ask these questions. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Danger Pancake. I'm gonna address Nikolai after the Mr. Danger Pancake's through. You were the last question of the night, Pancake. What do you got for us?
Do you know where the boxes are disappearing to?
No idea. Probably hell.
My
Okay.
inventory.
Okay. Thanks for answering.
Alrighty, man. You have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending tonight's Q&A. Honestly, I love the questions. I love hanging out with you guys and ladies. It's been awesome. I really look forward to doing it in the future. I know Mr. Siege is me and him are going to be working a lot on Q&As. Honestly, with the other two, Remy and Bjorn, we're going to be working a lot with you folks, doing everything, making events, things like that. If you guys do see my key card in game, please do me a favor and send it to me in DMs. We can have a chat. All right. Anyways, it's been a pleasure. You will have an amazing time. I'll be in the Discord server for a while tonight, so feel free to throw any more questions in. After this, I will be locking down the Q&A category, so feel free to hit me in questions. All right. There will be a certain point where I do have to go to bed because I do have responsibilities in the morning. Anyways, Mr. Siege, do you have anything to say?
Nope, all good. Thanks very much,
All
everyone.
right. You folks have an amazing evening, night, day, morning, wherever you're at. Peace.